Hey, if you want to look at deer antlers in a pen with Prince Charming and Casper and Ice, you bring gifts. Oh, no, there's Casper right there. Look how Casper's changed from last week. Look at that. Hi, Casper. Come here, baby. Now, he won't quite eat out of my hands. Look how big his antler. That's his first antlers. Come here, Casper. Come here, baby. There you go, baby. We're going to go in there with him and find Prince Charming. Oh, we got to look at our whitetail in here, too. I almost forgot about them. And there's one that will eat out of your hand, I promise you. There is. Hi there, little whitey. Hi, buddy. Hi, baby. What you doing, pal? Huh? What are you doing? This is sweet as it can be right here. Yeah, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You eat so much squash today. You've eaten so much squash today. Oh, the big one's coming out here to us. Hi there, Prince Charming. Hi there, Prince Charming. Hi, baby. We come to look at you. We got gifts, though. Here, come here. There you go, babe. Look at those horns. Look at those antlers. See how poor of eyesight they got? He's trying to find that with his nose, and he didn't even find it with his nose. Hi, baby. Here. Come on. Come on. We're going to get on the shade. I'm not going to stand out here in 100 degrees and feed you carrots. No. No, I'm not going to stand out here in 100 degrees and feed you carrots. Look at those antlers, though, will you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 on that side. And look at Casper back there. Casper's very first horns. You guys have taken over the deal here. The 3 bucks up here. Casper? Casper, come on. Come on, Casper. Come on, Casper. Casper's almost wanting to eat out of my hands. Now his brother Ice, his antlers aren't quite that big. There you go, buddy. We get a good look at all 3 of these guys right here. And I'm surprised that Wildchild and some of the others doesn't come around. We got just a little bit of cloud cover. It's 100 degrees right now. Here you go, buddy. He's just not quite eating out of my hand. That boy is right there. Look at all these knobs coming in right here, and see them going off on the side. You know, I told you I was going to show you a picture of him on a calendar. Beautiful picture. Of course, it's got snow and stuff in the background, which wasn't here. They photoshopped him over a picture of which got a beautiful scenery and a sunset, an ice sunset. But he is famous already. Yes, you are, Prince Charming. Look how much larger he is. Of course, he's older. But look how much larger he is than little Whitey. And little Whitey's got some pretty good antlers. But you look at that deer right there now. It's his first set of horns. And you see what Ice is going to be. Ice is going to be something pretty special. Pretty doggone special. Yeah. We got an assembly line going here. Look at that. You such a pretty boy. Yeah, you such a pretty boy. I don't know how aggressive he might be come the rut. He was not too aggressive last year. He's probably just as dangerous as any other deer. But you know, I noticed when he was breeding, the regular whitetail in here, he was just sort of gentle. Whitetail breeding is a pretty violent act. A lot of them are pretty rough. But he was pretty gentleman. He made love like a gentleman. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. People are thinking, what would you know about that, Jimmy? Not anything, I promise you. There you go, baby. Oh, I think he got full. Tell you what, let's do since we're in here. Let's go see if we can find Ice. Shoot a little picture of him too. Thank you, baby. Look at there. You pet that big boy. Yeah, yeah. Said you can pet me as long as you feed. Well, little Whitey's had all he wants. Let's see if we can find Ice. Let's see if we can get this guy. This guy will not come up meat out of my hands. He is one that actually we turned loose, and then when we had a couple, 2 or 3 deer get killed by coyotes, and really a bobcat I think was the culprit. We don't know. We did catch a bobcat and a couple coyotes in the area. But you can look at him. That's his first set of horns also. And now you can see that Casper's come down here thinking about something to eat. Here comes Wild Child. Looky here. Looky here. Wild Child's lost her beautiful collar again. Now these are antlerless. But what we wanted to see was Ice right there. Ice is the bigger of the 2 deer, but his antlers, his antlers are not quite as large. And you can get a good look at him back there. He won't come up and eat out of my hands, but now he's actually getting pretty close as well. But you can look at him and you can look at, there they are side by side right there. You can see that he is a larger deer body-wise than Casper. That's how I tell them apart. But it looks like that Casper might be a little fatter, but he's definitely going to have a little bit better set of horns, I think. And those are twins. They were born here, right here. There comes that big bad boy. But you can take a look at him right there. You can see he's going to fork out, and it's going to be at least 6 up there on the top. And keep in mind that's the first horns. Keep in mind that is the very first horns. These used to be $1 a pack, and now they're like $2.50. Yeah, $2.50. I go through lots of packs too, don't I? When I come out here with these babies a lot, they come up to me and eat through the fence. Look what I got up here. And now we've fed them a 5-gallon bucket full of squash today. And yet here they are up here eating these carrots. But now this is a treat. This is like Brahms ice cream. Jimmy would do the same thing. Brahms ice cream, please. Butter pecan. Butter pecan with Jimmy Houston. Twin Eagle Ranch pecan. Now you get a really nice look at that little buck back there. He does not have a name. But you can get a good look at him back there. By golly, I believe, just looking at Split Ear, I believe Split Ears has got a baby. I think she's going to have a baby, maybe a white one. Maybe have a white one and a brown one. Wouldn't that be special? Wouldn't that be special? Golly. We're going to go through the whole bag. Yes, we are. And you want a close-up look at Prince Charming, of albino with giant rack? That's it right there. That's as close as you can get, sports fans. You see he's got blue eyes. I haven't seen Forrest. This will be in 3 full days. This is the 4th day. It's not daylight yet. Pretty grainy there because I'm zoomed way in on what looks like Lucky 13. It's grainy because it's dark. Pretty dark out there. I zoomed in all the way. He's the only deer out there this morning. I did see an elk this morning when it was a little bit darker. But he is looking great. I think that is Lucky 13 right there. He hears me talking up here and looked off up at me. It's not quite enough light to shoot video. But I'm wondering about Mr. Forrest. Actually did not see any of the bucks yesterday. It's crazy. We were forecast 107 degrees today. Maybe the heat's got something to do with it. But I haven't seen Forrest, well, 3 full days. This is the 4th day. So hopefully we see him today. Hopefully he's okay. Yesterday, no bucks. The day before I saw 4. The day before that I saw 5. All the deer except Forrest. That guy there's pretty spooky acting. So something strange is happening in this excessive heat. Forrest, my boy, where are you? We only have 1 bucket to feed her, but we have our Goose family plus friends coming in. I've been watching them swim across the lake. There's 2 other pair, those 4 you see out there. The babies and their mom and dad are there on the edge of the water, getting ready to come up through their little alleyway that they like to come up through there. They've got the same little path that they swim to every day, and they're getting ready to come up into the yard there. Uh-oh, there comes one into the yard right now. I don't know if that's Mama or Daddy that comes up and makes sure everything's safe. It looks like it's Mom and Daddy both come up first. And then there comes the babies back behind them. Big babies. Big babies. Look how big those babies have got. You remember back when they were just 4 or 5 inches tall? Look at them now. Big, beautiful Canadian geese. There's the family and friends, 2 other pair that evidently just simply did not hatch out. But we have 4 beautiful Canadians, and there they are this morning. Looky there, boys and girls. We are fishing and the elk are grazing, 2 beautiful elk. Now that's actually not the yard. They were in the yard earlier. The yard is over there on the other side of that little bay. And you see the house right there. They were there, and there were some deer in there this morning, and I think I got a glimpse, not positive, but I think I got a glimpse of Forrest. I haven't seen Forrest. This is the 4th day, so hopefully Forrest is fine. I wasn't tremendously worried about him because he's been in the wild for a long time. He was pinned up during the rut just so he could have some fun. We could have some baby deer. We did have 2 more baby bucks born yesterday. That's a dozen baby deer that we've got born. We still have time for more, but there's 2 big, beautiful elk out in a little area that we mow that's out away from the house a little bit. It's just something that the deer like to get in, and the elk are out there grazing on fresh cut Bermuda grass. Golly, that's like that elk probably thinks he's died and gone to heaven. And nobody ate the ribs. We have 1 really big boy out here this evening. Still no Forrest. We just don't know about Forrest. That guy acts like he don't want to stick around. I think it's maybe Lucky 13. Somebody really big, I know that. Got the doe over there that's probably got a baby hid out somewhere close by. Looks like. But he is big. Can't tell. Well, I don't know who he is. He's a 11-point easy. Beautiful big giant deer. I do not see a tag in either ear. He's not lucky number 13 for sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's tagged. Now maybe there's a tag in his ear. I can't tell for sure. Still no Forrest. Now we thought we saw Forrest this morning. There were 4 deer in the yard. We was on the other side of the lake. We really believe we saw one that had a collar on, which would have been Forrest. Pretty windy out here. Apologize for that. But that's just the only buck we've seen here this evening. It's 103 degree again today. Did not make the 104 mark, but 103. And I just saw him and that doe. Saw him walking up through the woods, and I thought it might have been Forrest, but it's not. But that's an amazing, amazing set of horns. I looked out here right before dark. Got 3 big bucks. We're all feeding in the prayer circle. One of them, which is TC, just moved over there. Obviously the feeder just went off. And those are probably the same ones we saw this morning from the lake, but we saw 4 this morning, and we really thought that one of them had a white collar. All right, well, actually, I think Forrest has got a chartreuse looking collar. But again, there is no Forrest. 3 deer there, and evidently the feeder did not go off because they're just walking over there looking and feeding. They may be getting ready to go around to the front yard. If they do, they'll be a lot prettier than behind those trash cans. I apologize for that. There's a lot of wind out there, so I'll probably have to put a microphone on if we go out there. Even with the trash cans though, guys, that's still a pretty shot. You can see it's a little grainy if I zoom in because of the poor light right now. Pretty close to dark. But that's really pretty. They're changing. We're getting here toward the end of the week. I post this video, and I sure would like to see Mr. Forrest. I sure think we saw him this morning. I'm just not positive, but I haven't seen him in 4 days. This is 4 days. 4 days that I haven't seen him. And that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. It's spooky. But if that was him this morning, he's off doing something else. And maybe they've had a little spat. Maybe those bucks, which are usually buddies this time of the year, maybe they've had a little spat, and they're mad at Forrest right now. I don't know. They're definitely going around to the front, so what I'll do is I'll go around to the front if that's where they're going and get a shot of them in the front yard. That's where that guy's going for sure. I don't know if anybody else is going with him, but definitely that's where he's going. And he disappears around the side of the house. So far, nobody's gone with him. Oh, there's another one. Look how fat that deer is. You think that South Fresh is not fattening them up? Golly, that deer was fat. My goodness. Looks like he's gonna have a baby. Is that a deer laying right out there? What is that right there? Something white. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't think it's a deer. I'm zoomed out all the way. That's why everything is so blurry. Maybe it's just a white stump or something. I don't know. Here's the third deer beginning to move to the front. Let's go around front and shoot a little video just because it's so pretty. It's getting dark. All right, they did come out here. They did come out here. There they are. Now, I just looked out here a second ago and nobody was here right before I saw them in front. But as I catch out of the corner of my eye, out of the corner of my eye, out of the corner of my eye, there's my boy. There's my boy Forrest. We thought we saw him there this morning. It's getting close to dark. I know when we zoom out, it gets a little bad and the video's not beautiful, but it's worth it. We can end this video this week now. That Forrest is okay. I'm telling you what, guys, you know, coyotes, if they hunt in a pack, many times they start chasing a deer and one coyote will chase a deer. And they've got videos of this. I've seen, it's been a long time ago. I hadn't seen any recently, but it's surprising with all the videos on YouTube nowadays. If you're not subscribed to Jimmy Houston and Twin Eagle Ranch videos, be sure to get subscribed to that. We also got a Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing channel on YouTube, as well as the Catch of the Day channel. 3 channels. Make sure you're subscribed to all 3 of them. But I've seen videos where they shoot from a helicopter and they show a coyote chasing a deer. And that coyote will chase the deer, chase the deer, chase the deer for a long way. And he doesn't catch the deer, but pretty soon he sort of drops off. And when he does, another coyote picks up the chase, a coyote that hasn't been chasing. And he chased him for a long way, and then he drops off. And so they're alternating chasing them, and there's fresh coyotes all the time that they hunt in a pack, and they're very smart. You remember their dogs, and you know how smart dogs are. And then they get the deer tired down, and once he then gets really tired after running from 3 or 4 different coyotes, they come in and they'll get into a pack, and the 3 or 4 or 5 of them, how many they are, will start circling him, and he's trying to fight them all off. And they do this even in the wintertime with hard horns. I've seen it in Texas from helicopters. I've seen the videos, and they're shooting video probably just on cameras back there, and film maybe even, I don't know. But once they then get a hold of them, they just hold on, and the deer will sling him around and stuff, and then once they get them on the ground, and you girls close your ears for a minute, but the coyotes will sometimes grab a hold of their gonads, and when they do that, sometimes they rip them off, and if they do that, they bleed to death. So coyotes, they know what they're doing. They're killers, and they kill full-grown deer, as well as about 40+% of all the fawns that are born in the United States. About 40%. That's a lot. We've had 12 born in our pens and have lost 3. So we've got 9 out of 12 so far. We got 2 sick ones that we're Apache's doctoring and babying, and we're giving shots, and we're just having a hard time to them. They seem healthy, but they're not bleeding when they poop anymore, but if they kind of got diarrhea and they're pooping all over themselves, it's been a mess. But Apache loves them so much. Okay, guys and girls, we're finally getting to the weekend. Where is he? I know he's right there somewhere. Where is he anyway? Where is he? Goodness, Jimmy. We're going to end it with my man Forrest, looking beautiful. He's back out here in the yard, eating Bermuda grass. Forrest, baby, I sure am glad to see you. I'm going to go in and tell Chris. She's going to be so happy. Okay, I've been promising you this. I finally remembered. This is a calendar that Prince Charming made. You can see it's got some giant bucks. These bucks are all from Dale Hagelin's farms, Hagelin Farm, Dale and Adam Hagelin up in Iowa. D&D is the name of the company that printed this. And you can look through here. It's just unbelievable shots. And they got the names of the deer in there and the lineage of the deer and all of that. Every page you turn is just incredible deer. These are the lineage of the deer that we've got. But here's the thing that we're just excited about. You go all the way through the year. This is a 2023 calendar, which is half used up right now. But you go to the end, and you get December, and then you go to January of next year, and there he is right there, guys and girls. That is Prince Charming. Now, you didn't get to see much of Prince Charming when he had the full set of horns because he broke this side over here or something, one of these off. You can see what he had last year. So this is what we're getting ready to see, and this is what he's getting into. He's going to have that right there. This is January 24, right here. Prince Charming at 2 years old. That's his second set of horns on my Jimmy and Chris Houston Twin Eagle Ranch YouTube channel. So that's right. But there he is. And, of course, that's not here on the ranch with all that beautiful snow and the sunset back there, but isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. Okay, we're about to run out of a week. We need to be ending this antlers video. Boy, it's been an exciting one, hasn't it? Lots of growth this week. And I'm gonna make a little noise up here, and it's in the middle of the day, but we're running out of week is what we're running out of. And so it's been 3 days since I've seen my man Forrest. 3 days since I've seen Forrest. And I certainly don't want to end a week with Forrest missing. I talked to Apache a little while ago, and he hasn't seen Forrest. He said he saw him day before yesterday. He thinks. He's not sure. Apache's like me. The days just all run together. So we haven't seen Forrest in 3 days. There were 5 bucks here yesterday morning. No, 4 bucks yesterday morning, 5 bucks the evening before. And the only one missing was Forrest. And there was no bucks here this morning. So it's not unusual that he might not be out there somewhere. These really hot days like we have, they get off, they run around, they lay down, they just end up the day somewhere else. But I'm gonna wait until this evening before I end this video and see if we get some deer in here this evening. Like I said, we're running out of weeks. We gotta get this thing up. But hopefully we have Forrest back this evening and we'll know that he's okay. But 3 days, Forrest not coming to the feeder, pretty unusual.